Good morning, everyone. Welcome to The Becoming Trader. I am Chris Youngcomb. I am The Becoming Trader. Welcome to my show. So this week, what happened this week? Um, yeah, I now have had a few good trades. I'm starting to realize that I think, obviously, I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to trading. I've I've been a bit too ambitious. I've been too eager to trade, too doing all the wrong things. You know, I've been I back tested it, my strategy, and then when it came to live trading, I didn't really keep to it, and I didn't really keep to the time frames that I back tested on. Um, Maybe I'm too eager. Maybe I've got a bit of ADHD or whatever it is, and I'm just eager to get my fingers in something and just play around with it. But I'm starting to realize it now. Thankfully, it hasn't cost me too much, but yeah, we're gonna get there. So that's basically where I am. It's been a little bit of a journey. So I'm still gonna keep going. That's gonna be the important thing is to just keep just keep strong. Just keep hitting the every day. Just keep hitting the markets and also just to realign myself. You know, sort of more become one with the market. You know, get in the zone of it. Just feel the market. I've had some really good trades. I've seen some things. Some things have just lit up like, oh, it's so obvious that's going to happen. Um, Other times it seems obvious and then it just doesn't happen. And then sometimes like, oh, it's going to happen. And then, so you put in an order, it goes up, it stops out, and then goes back down and hits, hits your take profits and stuff. So we'll get into just go through some charts that I've been playing around with. So I've I've tried the 15 minutes just to increase my trading. Like when I've got like a couple of hours now, I can let me try and do some trading in the 15-minute chart. And I today I've had no success, but that's fine. um, I did have this is what I mean though. It's like I put in my order there. It came up, hit me, went down, and now it's going back up, and now it's going in my direction. And like these are the things that I need to just be mindful of, especially when if I'm doing such small, short time frames. Is the I've got to just be aware of where I put my stop loss and when I go into it. So I'll be watching this one closely. Not that I'm in it, but I'll be watching this one closely. I'm predicting that it'll continue to go up. Um, so that's basically I just need to what I'm realizing is I am my worst own enemy. I'm trying I'm trying too much. Um, and my back testing, my back testing, I can even try and get it up here. Um, Practice trade types, I think it was this one. Um, was it this one? No, that was back test trade size. Hey, back test. So this would be based on the whole of 2024. And something I must realize is like I only had 22 trades, in 2024 of that pair. 6 trades here, 15 there, 12 there. In the whole year, I only had 22 was the most. So 62 trades out of these pairs, and like that was the most I had. So I must realize that I don't need to be trading all the time. I just need to be at the markets constantly, but I don't need to be trading I don't need to be in the position. Um, even even I do listen to Trading Coach podcast, Akil Stokes, and I'll put his link in the description because I think he's really good. And he even says like he's got what 5 trades a month or something, and that's like a lot for him. Um, and so I think I am over trading. I am trying to over trade. I'm trying to be in the market constantly, and so it's not that I'm not following my rules. I'm just not listening to the whole picture. So I sort of not adjust the rule, but just like bend the rule a bit. And speaking of that, something I probably do need to do is I need to write down a clear view of what my goal is, of my strategy is. I need to actually write down. That'll be my goal for this week. Is actually write down what is my strategy, and because I do believe that once you write it down, you will have you have to be quite precise about what it is. You can't just say if you write down I must enter at when it breaks or something like that. It's like, what does that mean? You have to be more specific. Yeah, last week as well, I was also feeling it a bit, and I was trying to play around with indicators so I get better alerts. And like a few hours later, I was still doing it, and I was like, it took me a few hours I wasted last week on one of the days, and so that's just some things that I'm just trying to learn now. I'm trying to go through it. I'm trying to say, where am I doing the wrong steps? And because there's pressure, there's pressure, there's monetary pressure, there's like, it's not that I need this to work, but I do really want this to work. I want to trade, and every loss, it's sort of like a stab in the back. I do feel a bit betrayed, and I think that is where I'm trying to overtrade. I'm trying to force my corrections to be better. And I just think that it's a good learning step. So I'm glad I can share it with you. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there's more of you that are sort of feeling the same way, especially when you start trading. You get into it, and then you just feel the overwhelming emotions. It's been quite a stressful month, 2 months in the household as well. Like even there's just stress. My wife's stressed, so it's making me stressed, and like it's just all these different little things that just add up in your head, and then you want something to go well. Like you just man, I just want it to go well, and I haven't had a bad I haven't updated my Excel sheet to the day, so that's why I'm not showing you my curve, but it has sort of gone up a bit, and I've recovered some of my losses. Okay, I've made some losses again today, but it's about just showing up and just correcting, just being there and being mindful of what is going on. How can we not overcome these emotions, but just work with them and soothe them, and yeah, so that's my enlightenment for the week, and I hope it does mean much to you. Like, I hope it's something that you are realizing with yourself, and instead of just going out and I'm just going to go continue doing what I'm doing, and it's just going to lead you to lose all your money, and that's where I don't want to be. I don't want to be like another month gone by and I'm still in this same space. I can feel that something is wrong, and I'm trying to correct it now in the beginning, because it's a habit. Like all these things are habits. You know, being distracted is a habit, and I'm trying to just align myself back in while I'm still newish to trading, and yeah. So I hope that was insightful. And yeah, may long may we continue. There's a sell stop that's gone quite up though. I don't know whether I have to reevaluate that. So yeah, I am seeing the value of just being on the market, and I hope I can continue, um, and just work with distractions in life, because there will be distractions in life. Like every day you will have distractions, and that's, last week I had to go do car tests, and I had to, yeah, so, yeah, like I say, life will be full of distractions, and you got to be able to just come back to the market and sit down and with a clear head, and even if nothing's happening, not be so bummed out about it. Like I don't need to be trading to make money in the long term. Like I don't need to be trading every single minute of the day. I just need to just keep to my goals, and come on, Chris, stick to your goals. Stick to your goals. Stick to your strategies. Stick to the bigger picture. It's hard to see. It's like you think, oh, how on earth am I going to make money in the year's time if I'm not trading right now? And it's like, well, actually, you will be, but where you have to trade the right time. Um, there's one of the things that because I do environmental surveying on farms during the summer, and there's actions that farmers can do to improve the environment. So, like even putting in a fence along a river, along a watercourse. Those are the type of actions that can do to improve water quality, environmental quality, all that type of things. And one of the mottos for the organization that runs this is the right place at the right time, and that's something that's the right action at the right place at the right time. That's what I've got to try and do with my trading. Is I've got to do the right action at the right place at the right time. Now the time one is difficult. The time one is I'd say the hardest part, because that time will come and go, and once it's gone, you have to wait for the next one, and that's okay. But the right time I would say, is a hard one. But it's the right action at the right place at the right time, and that's something I've got to keep doing. It's just being there so that I am at the right place with the right action at the right time. So anything else that happened last week? I went to play golf, and I realized that golf and trading are quite similar. You can learn quite a lot from trading by playing golf. I'd say one of the biggest lessons I learned was, I hit a ball, and it was a juicy ball. It was a juicy hit. It was one of my few juicy hits that I really am proud of, and it went straight. It went straight as an arrow, and I knew it went straight, but I still took my eye off the ball. I was like, it's gone straight. Let me go pick up all the other 5 or 6 balls that I hit skew, because I know that one's gone straight. So I know where to go when I go look for that ball. I know where to go. So I went and picked up my couple of balls that I hit skew, and I walked down straight. I walked straight in the same direction, and it still took me about 5 minutes to find the ball. Even though it was straight, even though it was where I thought it was, I took my eye off the ball, and I still couldn't find it. So even if you hit a good trade, keep your eye on the ball. Like even if you keep your eye on the trade, keep your eye on the trading, just keep your eye in, because it doesn't matter how perfect things are. You just need to keep your eye on the ball. Yeah, so I hope you like that little metaphor. I've laughed myself when I thought about it. I hit it and I went looking. I was like, oh man. And I was thinking, why didn't I just keep my eye on the ball? Like I knew I hit it straight, but so I took my eye off the ball. Why couldn't I just keep my eye on the ball? So yeah, so yeah, there's obviously a few others, but yeah, we'll get to that another day, I suppose. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, let me know in the comment section if there's anything that you suggest, or how I can keep my mind at ease and mind it settled and just breathe, I suppose. Like, I'm very big into meditation. I meditate every morning, and then life starts. And like this morning, I was so calm. I was in a good space, and I turned my computer on, and then my screens weren't connecting to my laptop. And it was working last night. I turned on my computer last night. I went to bed, woke up, and they weren't connected. And then basically my whole day just started like that. And it didn't frustrate. It was frustrating, but I got over it once I got it working. I was like, oh, it was just some communication error. ChatGPT helped me refresh it, and but like I think I lost that space that I was at, and I lose it during the day. I do lose it during the day. I lose that spot, that calmness. I get into the market and, oh, this is happening, oh, that's happening, and oh, what's happening here? And then next thing I know is I'm not in the right mindset. So that is something maybe I need to keep doing. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week. Stay diligent, stay profitable. Cheers.